And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Colton Cowser. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Here comes a pitch. In the air, out towards right center. Varsho sizes this one up, brings it in. And there's one away. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. On the ground to third. Clement over to first. And there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 35.
Here's Adley Rutschman. 2 outs. And it's fouled away. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A solo shot, his second of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
So 2 away with nobody on. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. Righty to the plate. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and that'll do it. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore. It's now 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Gimenez. The wind and pitch. Big swing and a miss.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Got him! Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put lid on.
Here's the second baseman. Kicks and deals. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now the third baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And that one cutting but missing down low. Wide throw, and it gets away. Righty delivers. Fastball for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
The bat, the left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Now at the plate, Nathan Lucas. Man on second, 2 down. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Up next to the blue team.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Swing and a chopper, and he grabs it in foul ground. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
All set for the top of the 6th, and now it's going to be Jordan Westburg. And the pitch. Off the plate inside. Now 3-1.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
They're just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
On the ground to third. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now that, the second baseman, Jackson.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Shane Bieber, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Max Scherzer into the game.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul. Out to short, Jimenez. Throws to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Two down, nobody on. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Varsho moving under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Orioles 1 and the Jays nothing. Now on the bump, Chris Bassett.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Well, 1-run game. Here's George Springer to start it off. In the air, center field. Gets under it. Squeezes it. And there's 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Out there to center. Cowser has a beat on it. Hauls it in, 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Addison Barger. Blue Jays down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Wouldn't chase that time. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 1-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. One run across in the frame so far as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Right-handed reliever. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Scherzer ahead 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Scherzer winds, kicks, fires. Outside. 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Scherzer deals. Squeaks through that. It's a strikeout. Now here is Taylor Ward. So here's Scherzer. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And he deals. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
For the Orioles, Colton Cowser.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a pitch. And a ball evens the count. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of inning number 7. That one not close. Full count 3-2. Ryan Mountcastle waits on deck. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And 2 away now.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. 2 outs. Good eye in that spot.
2-1.
And here it comes. There's a strike at the knees. And the count is even, 2-2. And that's down and away.
That's a really good take.
Adley Rutschman would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man on second, 2 down. Popped up right side. Gets there. He's under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And the Orioles lead 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Back now in Toronto. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Left-hand hitter waits. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. He decides to eat it, and he reaches safely.
He was
Now
over that.
baseman.
Now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now it's the second baseman. Bassett with a look to first. Jimenez gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And another ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Bounce to the left side. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And it skips into the...
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
To third. Westberg. Off-balance feed. There's one. How about that double play?
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Nathan Lucas waiting to hit for Toronto. Got him swinging. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. We go to the 8th. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Here's a 1-1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. That one misses, and the count is 2-2.
Seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Jeremiah Jackson getting ready to hit. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 2 down, nobody on. That one to first. Dives, and he can't hang on. Not in time. He's safe.
The batter, second baseman.
2 outs, runner at first. Next to hit, Jackson Holiday. Right side, and that chance handled. They took the force out, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. One left for the Orioles. Still tied, 1-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming on to pinch run for Toronto, Miles Straw. So next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The pitch. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Would have lay off that pitch down.
Grips one to right. And there's a hit. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. George Springer now at the plate. Bounce to third. And that's a base hit. In to score for third. It's 2-1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, no outs. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. Next offering way off the plate.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance. Oh, now this ball gets down. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Addison Barger digs in now. The pitch. And another ball. 2 on, nobody out with 2 runs already in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Okay.
Ripped into right field, base hit, headed for the plate. The throw in. The tag, and he's safe.
Well, plays Patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Andrew Kittredge gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Ball to strike. The pitch. And that one upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one missing inside. And the pitch. And that one fouled off. Kirk on second. Barker on at first with nobody out. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the right-hander deals. In the air, right center. This is Mitch. And ball. A gigantic blast. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 7-1. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. The 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Got to be ready to pull the trigger. He had a great swing on that. They got rewarded for it.
So up next for Toronto, Andre. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Addison Barker. And the right-hander deals. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swinging a ground ball to go. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed out. It's been a tough stretch to play lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Pitch misses. 2-2. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're like.
Goes to second. Safe there.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job is to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that effect.
Here's a 1-1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Alexander drifts towards it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting in, the catcher, Tyler Heineman.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. Got the back going too soon, it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Blue Jays with a chance to score first. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to third. And it's through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Well, to strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. He just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Andres Jimenez. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Right field, number 9.
Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground to the left. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The center fielder, number 10, Leody Taveras.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Leody Taveras. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. 2 away. Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball. The 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. Gunnar Henderson waiting for a turn at the plate. Two outs. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. 3rd out. And the Orioles leave 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Now in Toronto, bottom of the inning, and now Miles Straw. In the air, right field. O'Neill makes the grab, 1 away.
The bat, no left field.
Nathan Lucas, the next to hit, and a pitch. And downstairs. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one hit to right. O'Neill makes the grab, 2 down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Kazuo Oka. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The 1-1 is fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that. Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead it 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And the righty deals. Swings through that one out in front that time. That's to 3rd. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Next pitch is outside. In the air, right side. Sanchez makes the catch, and there are 2 down.
Second baseman, Jeremiah.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So all down the line, into the gap, will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. One left for the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. And we're back. Bottom 4, and now the DH, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Ball on a strike.
That's Walter.
Well, these Jays did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Sets him down looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Dalton Varsho now at the plate. The 1-1. There's the strike at the knees.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Righty to the plate. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Awkward swing there from the big left-handed hitter.
Off balance as well.
And that's outside. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball. And foul ball. And that's ball 4.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound. You can't let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
And a 1-1. High fly ball out into left center field. And that will end the inning. One left for Toronto, but they hold a 1-0 lead. We go to the top of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore. Jordan Westburg. At the belt and fires. Swings and misses. Slider right there.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Next pitch is downstairs. The Orioles trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Too low, and it's ball 3. In the air, out towards left center. Varsho after it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down.
The center fielder,
Leody Taveras digs in now. The Jays up by a run here in the second game of the series.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they've been held scoreless through 5. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Andres Gimenez. Wouldn't chase that time. Movement in the bullpen. Tyler Wells getting ready to go. Bassett also getting ready. Three-1 now. Swings through that one. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Back to the leadoff spot, the Blue Jays lineup. Miles Straw getting ready to hit. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Baz picks to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
And he deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights it off, he'll see another. The 2-2. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score, and they lead by 2. So digging in, Nathan Lucas. Man at second. And another ball. Two and one now. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a base hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. He scores. It's 3-zip.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The pitch. This one in the air right field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. O'Neill makes the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Kazuo Oka.
Brandon Hyde out of the dugout now, and he's ready to make a move to the bullpen. Shane Baz gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Coming on for the Orioles, Tyler Wells.
Number 68.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Kazuo Oka. And a pitch. Into the outfield, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. The 1-1. Hit in the air, center field. Taveras calls it in, 2 away.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
So first and second with 2 outs. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Orioles nothing. Back now in Toronto, top 6. And into the box for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. And a pitch. Ground ball right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number 1.
Number 2, designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Now here's the Orioles DH, Gunnar Henderson. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And there's ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Man at first, 1 away. Pitch out, but no action. The pitch. And it's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And here it comes. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Kicks and deals. Runner on the go. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A massive home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. 1 down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Up next for the Orioles,
Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit. Jackson having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And a big swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tyler Rogers up and loosening in the pen. Little getting cranked up as well. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Bounce to the left side. Oka zips it across, and the inning is over. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Here's a 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That one's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
So close to driving that thing out of here down the line and right. Just a little more behind it, and he's circling the bases right now. Still, though, put a really nice swing on.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count off, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And
Now
that's
it's 3-2.
off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high four-seam fastball become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Man at second. And now 2-2.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
That's to third. Over to first. He's out.
Now second baseman,
Miles Straw now at the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next offer is in for a strike.
feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Next for the Orioles, Jordan Westburg. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Grounded to third, could be 2. Fired to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. That clips a corner. Looking to get the tying run on base. Caught and missed. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 60.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Now at the plate, Nathan Lucas. Swing and a ball lifted left field, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. One out, bases empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down.
Not a big fastball on the mound by today's standards, just low 90s, but when you can pitch backwards like that and sometimes save the fastball for later in the count, it just sort of explodes on hitters and gets right by him. That was the first fastball they bat, and clearly the timing just wasn't there for it. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're up 3-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Louis Varland.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Leody Taveras. Up the middle. What a stop. Gathers and throws. Got him. Nice play.
Well, at this point of the ball game, you're counting outs. That's a great diving stop to keep the tying run off base. It's the little things that add up to a big W at the end.
Blaze Alexander, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
And another ball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Now this is a rocket to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Ripped on a line to center. Brings it in, and that is that. Orioles held in check there, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Ennis.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming out. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the
That's
dirt,
ball 2.
and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Number 5.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And now the lefty. High in the air, out to right. O'Neill pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 7.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball,
2 down,
strikes.
nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right side, hard hit. Jackson tosses to first. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they still lead at 3-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jeff Hoffman.
Big swing and miss stuff right here. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And a count 1-2. The pitch. Got him swinging.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
He's 2 outs away. Taylor Ward will hit next. Hard hit left side. Jimenez throw to first. And they're down to their last out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jeremiah Jackson. Chopped out towards short. Jimenez. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Another outing, another save. That's his 20th of the season, and this was a good example of why they were relying on him so heavily in these close games.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Trey Savage.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Now it's going to be Jordan Westburg. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Out. And a quick out, number 1. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Gunnar Henderson.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Two outs. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Clement drifts towards it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Orioles nothing. Blue Jays coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back now in Toronto. And our pitcher in this game, Trevor Rogers.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off. Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly and try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
The line of the pitch. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And he deals. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Vladdy coming around third. He'll score. The Blue Jays take the lead. 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And next for Toronto, Kazuo Oka. Wouldn't chase that time. One run across in the frame so far here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Headed down the line. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. When they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, it's now a 1-0 ball game. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started. Here's Pete Alonso. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
And another ball.
2-2.
Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game. The pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
And now Taylor Ward. 1 down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Off off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Gets him to chase after that one.
1-2.
The Orioles trailing by a run here at the top of the second. And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and the Orioles set down in order.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the second,
Lead
and here
off
is
for the Jets.
Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher, Alejandro.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. The pitch. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball.
That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Addison Barger. And a pitch. In the air, center field. Cowser in position. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the rookie second baseman. And here it comes.
Ball.
And another ball.
Ball.
Wouldn't chase that time. And that one is in for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 1 left for Toronto, but they still lead it 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
First baseman, number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Here's a high chopper, and that chance handled. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Batting in, the catcher, number
Here's Adley
35,
Rutschman.
Adley.
The Orioles down by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Ball
And that's
2.
outside, and that's ball 2. Swing and a ball popped up. Clement under it. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jeremiah
That's the
Jackson.
ball.
Next pitch is outside. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail here 1-0. And we're back. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. To kick the pitch. In the air, left field. Ward moving under this one. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
A left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Two outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one fouled off. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. George Springer up next. That one drilled left field. Makes the catch. And that is that. Down in order go the Blue Jays. But they hold a 1-0 lead. As we go to the top of the fourth. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jordan Westburg. The 1-1. Hard hit, right side. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. And the batter now, Jackson Holliday. Here's a 1-1. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop from his knees. The throw in time. Got it.
Great reaction there to get to the baseball, secure it, and then no time to get on the throw. Throws from one knee. That's a guy that's got a lot of confidence in his arm strength and accuracy.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 outs. This is inside, and a count 2-1. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay throw, and he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it looks like he got a little greedy right there going for the triple. He was already in scoring position. You've got to hold up right there unless you're absolutely sure. The defense says thank you very much as they head back into the dugout.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter is George Springer. Bounced up the middle. Whips it to Mountcastle. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
The first baseman, number 25, Kazuo Oka.
So up next, Kazuo Oka. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Slice to right, and that's just foul. The pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning going.
couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So up next for Toronto, line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top 1-0. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. And that one handled. And that takes care of Alonso.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync. And the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
And next for the Orioles, Taylor Ward. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. And that one is inside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The pitch. And a liner around into right center for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Now, Colton Cowser takes one off the plate inside. And a count 2-1. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That misses. 3-2 now.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's one. Over to first, safe.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now here is Ryan Mountcastle. And another ball. The Blue Jays leading by a run here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Up the middle, Jimenez. Out number 3. And the Orioles leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in Toronto. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Addison Barker. Late with the swing there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Now it's the second baseman.
Second baseman.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 outs. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, but they lead it 1-0. Top six at the plate. Adley Rutschman. And the pitch. That one almost got him. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Rips that one center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Jeremiah Jackson getting ready to hit. Jackson having more success against left-handed pitching this season as might be expected. One down, base is empty. Outside low. Now 3-1.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
On the ground to the left. Jimenez. The throw to first.
You're out.
And that quickly 2 away. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on. Fall off foul. Next pitch way upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Ripped to right, base hit.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Man at first, Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one way inside.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. In there at the knees. That's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The shortstop takes the ball. Hit in the air, left field. Gets there, he's under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Andres Jimenez. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Chris Bassett is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Wells warming up as well. 1-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. At the belt and fires. And a foul ball.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. That'll be it for Trevor Rogers, and he's in line for the loss, but I think they'll be very happy with the way he threw the ball. Back after a quick break. Chris Bassett gets the call from the pen, on for his 20th appearance of the year. Here's George Springer.
Well, Boog, Springer always grades well with his bat. He's been incredibly consistent at the plate in his career.
One-run game, one out, one on. Bassett with a look to first, and he's back in easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Here's a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Righty delivers. Not close with that one. 2-2. One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Runner goes again. Pitch is high. Throw to third. Save.
That stolen base right there was all about the jump off the pitcher. He got a nice lead, timed him up perfectly, and was off to the races as soon as that pitcher went home. That's how you want to do it. That excites the entire team over there in the dugout.
3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Here's a big power threat. Kazuo Oka. 2 outs. And a foul ball. Two outs with a runner at third. To the right side, and that hits off the base. Oh, and it hits the base. But there's no play. That's an infield single. So 2 down. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ground ball to middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back-to-back singles. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We're through 6 full. Blue Jays 2 and the Orioles nothing. Back here at Rogers Center. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Jimenez throw to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Yimi Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garland also getting ready. Wouldn't chase that time.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, it might be time to dig into that bullpen. He's looking a little fatigued to me.
Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. His righty-lefty splits there. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
That one missing inside. Hard hit, could be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Ward headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Trey Savage is done. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back. Tommy Nance will take over here. This is his 3rd time out this year. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. The pitch. And a count 1-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that's off the inside edge. The count now 2-2. Base hit center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score in the top. It's 2-2.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through a big spot to drive in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
1 down, runner at first. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side. Slings to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. All on the ground. Nice ground out.
Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
Base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
And that's down and away.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
The kick, the 3-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple, played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
So the lineup flips over. Jordan Westburg, the next to hit for the Orioles. Way outside, and it gets away. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
Gonna have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
Kicks and fires. And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. Into center. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of...
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Jose Barrios.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Jackson Holiday. Swings and then this is inning over, although plenty of damage done. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 4 and the Blue Jays ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Left-hand hitter waits. In the air, right field. Gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Second baseman.
Here's the second baseman. That's in there. It's 2-2.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. It just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
So 2 down now, and here is Ernie Clement. Fly ball center field. And it drops in. And that keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane.
Keegan Aiken takes over on the mound.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andres Jimenez. Tying run at the plate. And he chases that one. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight. 1 left for Toronto. They trail it here 4-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
You get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And a pitch.
Ball.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
So man aboard. Now it's the DH, Pete Alonso. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, that's that start right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The punch out there. One gone here. So next to hit for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. Man at first, one away. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to first, could be 2. They get 1. Back to first, not in time. Man at first, and next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser. Two outs. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a pitch. Chopper right side. On the run, sends it over to first. In time, got him. And that'll do it. 1 left for the Orioles as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back now in Toronto. And now the DH, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite. We saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach where you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Kazuo Oka next up for the Blue Jays.
Kazuo Oka.
Just off the inside edge. Right down the chute, and that is strike 2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still down by a count of 4-2. Set to start the ninth in this one. And now the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle. Here's a 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hooks and misses. It's a strikeout. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. One down, base is empty. Out there to center. Dives. What a play.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
Jeremiah Jackson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. Varsho going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. Nothing across here this half. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Orioles 4 and the Blue Jays 2. New pitcher on now, Ryan Helsley.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Here's the catcher to hit, Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And now it's 1-2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Next pitch off the plate, and the count's full.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And he deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one ripped. Could be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. He is safe.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. The tying run at the plate. And it is 2-1. Tying run at the plate. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And it's second. That's inside.
That's a really good take right there. A slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Addison
Now
Barker next up
the
for the Blue
left fielder,
Jays.
Addison.
He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning if he has to.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's 4-3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's the second baseman. So the tying run at second. Fly ball down the line. On the move. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. The 1-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
And here it comes. Good job to fight that one off. That's to third. Westberg. Blue Jays have just one out left here.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Yennier Cano on the pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
One out left for the Blue Jays. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That's
And
the ball.
another ball.
2-1.
Bottom of the ninth. Down a run and tying run on second base. Here's a rocket out to left. Ejects that one out to left. And the Blue Jays walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the bat, nice win for the team.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Toronto Blue Jays. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. So the Toronto Blue Jays have yet to lose a game in this series, and now they go for the sweep at home against their division rival.
So I noticed a few fans carrying brooms around the stadium. Where do you think these people find these brooms? Do they bring them from the house? And are they dirty? Are they clean? What's the deal? I think some of them look brand new. But anyway, these players have played great in this series, and they're looking to sweep their division rivals right out of the building.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab here, Eric Lott, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
0-0 our score. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Leody Taveras. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2 the count.
The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Snuck the fastball by him.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And next for the Orioles, Blaze Alexander.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Ground ball left side. In there safely.
Just barely able to beat that one out. Man, he was giving it his all, getting down the line right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So man aboard. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw there. Safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. At the belt and fires. And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Guerrero steps on first for the out. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. One thing these players do very well is stay out of the double play. They've hit into the fewest of any team in the league, Chris.
Well, Boog, we don't see situational hitting as that art as much as we used to because hitters are slugging the ball, they're hitting it over the fence. But when you see a team that has the ability to shorten up, hit behind runners, and go first to third or first to home, man, that just adds to the element of what you're able to do in other ways with the bat. So opposing pitcher better not walk anybody or give them free base runners, because these hitters know what to do when runners are on.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back now in Toronto, and today's starter, Kyle Bradish. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
And now Ernie Clement. And the pitch. And foul ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Here's a 1-2. Liner to second and picked on the hop. On to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Next pitch is downstairs. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And down on strikes. 2 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a hard ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Next offering is down low. Ball 3. Two out, space is empty. Outside, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Runner first with 2 away. Here's George Springer. On the ground to third, and it gets by him. And that keeps the inning alive. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger getting ready to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one misses. 3-1. Nathan Lucas up next. The 3-1. That's to third. Jump throw. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. was cut on and missed. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball, and then the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there.
It's a good take.
And now the lefty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. No score here in the second. Got him swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And now Colton Cowser.
1-2 is the count.
Struck him out looking.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Nathan Lucas.
And here it comes. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team with bat right there. A nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball there. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Batting in, the catcher,
Tyler Heineman now at the plate. Here's a 1-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
And
off
now the
the
catcher
Orioles.
comes up to him.
The catcher,
Adley
number
Rutschman.
35. Adley Rutschman.
Fastball for a strike.
1-2.
Line to the pitch. Swing and a pop-up under it. One down.
Batting up. The designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Top of the third, no score. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Almost got him. And he deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 3. And miss, struck him out. Now 2 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Leody Taveras.
Here's Leody Taveras. 2 down, nobody on. Wouldn't chase
2-1.
that time. Ground ball right side, and he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Rogers Center, and now the rookie second baseman, number 9. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Tapped softly on the ground. Holiday on the run, sends it over to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Shortstop, Miles Straw.
Now the number 2 hitter, Miles Straw. And the pitch.
No, ball.
And that's
inside,
off
ball.
the inside edge. And now 3-1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for the Blue Jays. And he walked him.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Boom, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Now
That's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. And this is inside. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Well, that's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 4.
And the batter is George Springer. 1-1 now. Springer swings, belts one. Out to left. Leaping, and he makes the grab. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. 3 innings complete, no score. On to the 4th, and into the box for Baltimore, Blaze Alexander. The lefty fires. Waves at the finger for the strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Blue. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And now, Gunnar Henderson. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And it's
2
even
and 2.
up. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And the Orioles set down in order. Orioles held in check there. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Addison Barger. Righty delivers. Right side, hard hit. Toss to Alonso. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Has a beat on it. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 7.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays.
Sanchez.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 and 2 is the count.
Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. And he grounds one to the right side. Alonso. And that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, and we're still knotted at 0. Back now in Toronto. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The pitch.
2 and 2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2 and 2. 2 outs. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got it, looking for the K. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Halfway through this one, still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. And the pitch. On on the ground, and it goes just foul. Bounce to third, and that chance handled. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's the second baseman. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A gigantic blast. His fourth home run of the season. It's 1-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got out of it.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. There's a swing and a miss.
1 and 2 is the count.
One out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. To the right side, Holiday tosses to first, and that is out number 2.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And next for Toronto, Miles Straw. Out towards right center field. Taveras going after it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Jays open it up with a solo homer. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman.
Next offer in there for a strike. Now 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In the air out towards right center. Sanchez makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And 1-2. Bases empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball. The wind of the pitch. That one down the line, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Springer there makes the catch, and O'Neill is retired. And there's 2 down.
The right fielder, number 10. Leody.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Leody Taveras. 2 down, nobody on. Bounce to the left side. Whips it to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Orioles nothing. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1.
I think that would have surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And the slider just misses.
2-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Addison Barger. That one ripped. Back there. A massive home run. His second home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. They're just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. Lucas into second, and he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. Man at second. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to the left. Whips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th and into the box for Baltimore. Blaze Alexander. The 1-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Louis Varland appears to be getting loose. Garcia, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And another ball.
Man, he's been really good. About to hit that 100-pitch mark here in the 7th. Man, we'll see how far they're going to ride him, but it's been pretty good so far.
Slice to right. And George makes the grab. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, 2 down. Here's Pete Alonso. 2 outs. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls,
well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first, and that is the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They trail it here 2-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman. The pitch. Good job to fight that one off. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. One up, one down.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman.
Captain.
One down, base is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bounce to the right. On the run, throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
So the lineup flips over. Ernie Clement will hit next. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're on top 2-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Taylor Ward.
And now it's 1-2. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
The line to kick the pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's got a leadoff double.
You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Eric Locke done for the day, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Louis Varland.
Number 77.
The best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Tying run at the plate. And that one missing low. The 2-1. Big swing and a miss.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
The tying run at the plate. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, one away in the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Next offering is in for a strike. That's inside. And that's in the dirt. Adley Rutschman waiting for a turn at the plate. And ball
Miss.
4,
Ball
2
4.
aboard.
Take your base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
1 down. Here's Adley Rutschman. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, dude.
So the tying run at second. And that one is inside. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, the league saves leader, up and throwing. Rogers getting loose as well. Laser, could be extra bases. Runner around third. 1 runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Really important at bat coming up now.
Go ahead run on base. And next is the designated hitter, Tyler O'Neill. And that's outside. Go ahead run at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Two. Collect on the curveball, struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this whole crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Leody Taveras digs in now. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. On the ground right side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. 2-2 game. You're watching Orioles baseball. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Andrew Kittredge.
Well, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Swings and misses. 2-2.
2-2's the count.
Strike 3, got him swinging. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get run out by the umpire.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that one finds its way through.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
George Springer next up for the Blue Jays. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Oh, he throws it away.
That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour. Down to go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
First and second, 1 out. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. On a line out towards center. Base hit into the outfield. Throw comes in quickly, holds that go-ahead run at third, and there's still one away.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Stepping in, Nathan Lucas. Swing and a miss. That's strike two. Trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the finale of this four-game set.
That's a ball.
And now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Drifts towards it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So the Blue Jays strand 3. Score remains 2-2. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Max Scherzer.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now, Blaze Alexander. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Out to short, strong. Now one gone in the 9th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score it.
Well, looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a bouncer. Clement. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the 9th. We are tied.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Bottom 9, and here's the catcher, Tyler Heineman. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, and execute the pitch right after that hitter and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Ernie.
So digging in, Ernie Clement. Trying to send this extra innings. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
That one hit to right, and it falls.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Miles Straw. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. One left for Toronto, and this game is still tied at 2-2. So coming into the game now on defense, and into the box for Baltimore, Taylor Ward. Kicks and deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's down and away. Jackson Holiday to bat next. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, no outs. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles. Left-hand hitter waits. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And misses. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boo. Get back on track. His team needs him.
Next to hit, Colton Cowser. On a strike. The pitch. Fought off foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. And now 2 gone. So first and second with 2 outs. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. So here's Scherzer. And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Swung on, belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big-time swing of the bat to drive in 2. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here is Tyler O'Neill. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Orioles 4 and the Blue Jays 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Ryan Helsley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tying run at the plate. And the count 1-2.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Ready for play. See, and it's a one-run ball game.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, George Springer. That misses the zone. 2-1. And a base hit. And now two aboard. The winning run is on base.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Now it's going to be Addison Barger. Left-hand batter waits. That misses. And the count is even 2-2.
Full count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there. And a pitch. Cuts and misses. That's a strikeout.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Now the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. So the tying run at second. And a count 1-2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
Now batting, center fielder, Sanchez.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Two outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Next offering is in for a strike. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.